Welkom terug, jy's ingeskakel by 'n goed voel ontbytprogram. Dis Expresso net hier op SABC3. It is Salt Awareness Week, and like I mentioned a little bit earlier, today we are making recipes, delicious recipes, but it has a low salt content. So right now, Chef Cohen is up. He's making a beautiful shepherd's pie, but if you want the ingredients list, you can just SMS the keyword PACO to 33728. That's PAKCO to 33728, and you will also get the ingredients together with a chance to win yourself a set of pots worth 899 Rand, so that you can make your own low salt content shepherd's pie. But here is Chef Cohen.
Today we're making a hearty shepherd's pie in anticipation of the approaching autumn months.
Hi, this is Chef Cohen from PACO. It's that time of the week again where we do some cooking together. Following on last week's very successful and very pleasant pound cake, I thought we'd go back with another Old Faithful. So we'll be doing a shepherd's pie. For the shepherd's pie, we'll be needing olive oil, which I've got heating up on the pan, onions, crushed garlic and ginger, carrots, our Heinz dried herbs and spices. We'll be needing a little bit of mince, tomato and water. To get the shopping list sent through to your phone, SMS PACO, that's PAKCO, to 33728, and it will be sent through to you. Let's get going with this. First things first, we're going to add in our onions. And then our carrots go in next. Once those are added in, the oil temperature has dropped. We can then add in our garlic and ginger. That is nice and cool now, so it won't burn and scorch as quickly. Okay, I'm just going to sprinkle on my Heinz mixed herbs and let them all cook together. While that's going, let me just show you what we've got ready to go, which is our beef mince. That I'm going to put in, and I'm going to get that to brown. Just scrape that all in nicely. While you're adding in the mince, keep stirring the whole time. If you don't stir and you leave the mince carry on cooking as it is, it's going to form knots of mince together. You're going to get like meatballs almost. You want it all to be broken down individual, nice, beautiful pieces. And now as it's cooking down, we're going to add in the moisture that goes to the components making up the gravy part of it. So I'm going to grab our diced canned tomatoes. We're going to add our water, and this will make up the bulk of the gravy.
Don't forget to SMS the word PACO to 33728 to receive the ingredients for this traditional dish. The meat for the pie will take approximately 20 minutes to cook.
So for part 2 of this experience, we're going to go and make our binding aid, which is our gravy for our cottage pie. For that, we'll be needing pesto gravy powder, flour, salt, pepper and water. For our topping, which we'll do after everything else, we'll be needing mashed potato and southern coating, which we've got on our counter and ready to go, just to streamline everything. Now, to get it all happening, we're going to add in our pesto gravy powder and our flour. And we're going to mix everything together with our water. I'm quite nostalgic about adding the flour and the pesto together because it's something my mom's done since I was a child. And if you remember correctly, everybody's got a pesto recipe that we've loved and always had around. I mean, which table hasn't had pesto at a festive season gathering or the likes of. And we have our paste. Okay, now we're going to move across to our sauce. So now we're just going to pour in our pesto gravy powder mixture. You want to keep stirring the whole time. You don't need the gravy powder to settle on the heat and then start thickening up and becoming a lump. You've come far too far into this experience, so let it all be ruined now. You can see like the beautiful flecks of orange. You got the little jewels of red tomato in there as well. And here we have it with all our labor of love. Our pesto has cooked down beautifully. Our edges are all bound together. And now we can start the final process, which is assembling the goods. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start placing it into our oven-proof baking container. So now we're going to go 3/4 of the way up. Remember, leave enough space for your potatoes on top, but it is part of the experience. You don't want to get too far involved, overfill it, compensate with the mash, and then end up with an overflowing gooey mess on the bottom of your oven and nothing in the oven-proof dish. Be kind to yourself. Spare yourself later. Now we're going to spread over our mashed potato nice and evenly. I'm using, funnily enough, a cake slice because it just works so well. Then I'm going to turn it around and I'm just going to make little indentations across the top. Just give your cottage pie a little bit of flair and a little bit of independence.
Make the indentations in an interesting pattern across the top of the potato topping. Sprinkle some southern coating over the dish. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, pop the bake into the hot oven and cook for 20 minutes. Let's recap. Cook onions, carrots, herbs, garlic and ginger together until soft. Then add mince and continue to fry till the meat has begun to brown. Add the gravy. Put it into an oven-proof pot, top it off with mashed potato, sprinkle it with southern coating and bake for 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius.
Further avail, here's one we prepared earlier. It's going onto a chopping board. Going through a huge phase of chopping boards at the moment. Can't seem to use them often enough. So that's going onto a chopping board. It's also going to be met and loved and shared space with a salad. We're going to add the salad onto the side. Honestly, think with something as comforting and, let's be honest, as filling as a shepherd's pie, lasagna, that sort of thing. A nice salad on the edge doesn't hurt at all. Just take a little bit of that heaviness off. Just with a little bit of olive oil. And without further ado, and with much respect to my self-restraint, I've had lasted this long. It's a miracle to me. Let's enjoy. Till next week, guys. Have fun, happy cooking. We'll do this all again next week. Ciao, bye.
Heinz Southern Coating. Deliciously different.